Thank you for joining us for another Sealed Solution video. Our client here, their goal is to come up with a affordable investment that would help their home have better air quality, a more comfortable home, energy efficiency that would pay them back in under 2 years. Sealing the crawl space stops all that air from coming inside the foundation vents and traveling through the homes. In most homes, that's about 2 Goodyear blimps each day. And all that air travel makes it really hard for your AC to condition all the air traveling through your vents up through your attic. It also leads to asthma and allergies. It's just outside air coming straight through your inside. The moisture content was 18.9%. You'll see that anything over 17% produces mold. And you can see how the moisture inside the crawl space led to mushrooms, some pretty significant ones too. Standing water, especially under the distribution box, and that's feces matter, and that's signs of mice. It's mice and snakes in there. So if you stop the condensation coming down, dripping all over the place, you won't get the mold, you won't get the crickets, you won't get the mice, and then snakes. The biggest thing here is mold. This is the distribution box as it drips down onto clear plastic. You can see the first part of plastic is standing water on it. The second part there is just solid black. So I truly don't know what's under that, but we sealed it all away. Not too healthy for air quality to be breathing in air that comes through your foundation vents over that plastic.
Alrighty, let's go check this
So here's
one
the
out.
sealed solution. Here's our crawl space door.
We've got the insulated door,
You see the
and then we got the
insulation there will pinch
door.
against the 2x1 and form an air seal. That helps out for a strong energy efficiency of your door. Also, like a lot of homeowners just don't feel comfortable going into the crawl space. This one here, starting off at the door, has some pretty good room, but still, I make it more comfortable. We install Christmas lights. So now, any homeowner with a sealed solution home, they can see from their crawl door all the way to the back corner, well lit. It just makes it more comfortable.
It doesn't spook anybody.
But that's not how this place started.
Decided to keep
The moisture problem from foundation vents, humid moist air, condensating and doing on the AC ductwork distribution box just brought a lot of moisture into the crawl space. 50% of the home's air comes from your crawl space. So this is the stuff that the air was traveling across and coming up into the home air. That was a nasty one. That was dewy, drippy, black, goopy one. That one's one that just amazed me there.
On the floor,
So all that now is sealed away and gone.
So let's go back here.
So we'll start with first
3 inches
the
for your termite inspection.
sill plate.
Here's your
There's of course show the 3-inch line there for the termite inspectors in North Carolina. They want to see that.
But then
And
also
the foundation vent, of course, is sealed off. But what most companies don't do is they don't seal the sill plate, and that's the 2x6 wood on top of your foundation, and that's the foundation of your framing. You can see light throughout most crawl spaces. So if you don't seal that up, it's like leaving 2 or 3 of your vents open. So sealing that up is a pain in the neck. It's hard to get to in a lot of spots, but it gives your crawl space drastically better energy efficiency. We also installed that's a critter-proof drain. And this family wanted to keep the insulation up for now, and probably next year we'll pull it all down, spray it down with the mold remediation solution, and then have it in a septic. Here's an access way to a porch. Since there's no living space above their front porch stoop outside, you want to seal it away, but you don't want to ever seal it away from the homeowner. So we have a removable door that's air sealed and insulated. My lighting wasn't so good, but you can kind of see that that's just under their front
That is,
stoop, and they pour the concrete on top of the metal.
But
So
that's
pumping
just unconditioned
conditioned
space
air
in there.
into
There's
there,
a
it would
porch
just escape
above it
out of
there.
the top
There's no heated space
pretty
above that.
easily.
So you
So we just
so you
seal that off pretty
really
nicely
good.
all around with R10
and then you
insulation board R-Max.
put your insulation
Then
back up there. That
it's
shuts
air sealed tight
tight in
and
there.
fits in snugly in
nice.
there.
So that is
And again, you know, the 3 inches
that
for
still
your
has
termite
an
inspector.
access way, just in case of a snake gets
Next,
up in
we
there,
want to
dies,
stop
a rabbit, whatever you have.
water from coming in
you
from
go
the
along
ground. So
Your Christmas lights again.
any part of the
It's
crawl
a pipe
space like
that
there,
exits the
the
house.
sewer
It's
pipe
been
that comes
cemented
in
first.
from the ground,
Hydro
we hydro cement it,
cemented,
so now
plastic
no
up, and then
water
sealed
coming through
on
it,
the
and the
outside.
plastic, of course, over it, and then we expanding foam seal it. Notice that there's no seams between the wall and the floor. Most companies just throw down the plastic first on the floor and then up on the wall, and it leaves a seam across the whole entire crawl space, which is not good in a crawl space for stopping water. So we have a far seamless
All your columns are
crawl
sealed
space
up. Go back.
solution.
Just
It takes us
flush.
longer, but a lot of people wouldn't notice that
So if you're
unless
getting dizzy,
pointed
bouncing
out.
around
But
some-
any good crawl space
they
tech
decided to,
knows the
again,
less seams in your
keep the
crawl space,
insulation
the better.
up on their floor, so they wouldn't need any.
It's the little things that
On
really
the
make
walls.
great efficiency for a crawl space.
Now it just looks, you know.
And you'll
lit
find
up.
a handful
A
of
lot more
companies will
cozy.
look on Google, look at this
Just
video,
helps out.
and see how to do it, and the guys will just wing it. You'd be amazed. So now our next goal is to condition the crawl space, to have it at the same temperature as the upstairs air, so all the ductwork won't
Back here,
condensate,
have
and that it
distribution
works
box.
in the same temperature environment as the upstairs. And that's what brings you
have
the
yourself
energy
a 4-inch hole
efficiency.
in the
Now your
distribution box.
ductwork
The air's
is at
on.
72
You see
degrees and not like that day 96
see,
degrees
flappers
and humid.
flap open.
So that's where you get your 15.8 to 20% plus
Feeds
um,
your crawl space with
energy efficiency.
conditioned air.
You'll see soon how the AC turns on,
makes your,
and lightly it brings air
your ductwork
into the
now
crawl
run
space.
at
Not enough
72
to
76
take away from the
degrees.
efficiency
Oh, there you
of
go.
the
Your lights are
HVAC,
on now.
but now the
Oh, it's nice
HVAC has to
and
work
greasy.
far less
So they're
because
not
it's in a
slammed
72
open, it's not
degrees environment,
taken away from the
and
efficiency
it takes
of
it
the home.
far less
It just
to
gives
satisfy
crawl
your
space. Every now
upstairs
and then,
thermostat,
slight little air
because it's not
moving
in
it around, so it's
96
not still-
degree humid
not still there.
fighting that. Yeah.
Let's go over to the AC.
Now I'm going to go over,
here.
we're going to check
see
out the back corner here.
back to
Again, sill plate sealed up,
dark up.
all the vents are sealed,
But,
the plastic is sealed,
all around.
critter proof,
sealed up. Nice.
double checked and triple checked.
Let's go to the back toward the AC unit.
Now we're going to crawl over,
The AC
sort
unit
about
is critical
the
to
camera.
seal.
It's in my hand and it's kind of hard to,
Because a
I
lot
should
of
strap it on my head,
critters
but
and
I wouldn't know
spiders,
exactly
crickets,
where it's aiming at
mice can get
sometimes.
through the AC.
This
Well,
is
now,
the AC unit as
Now
the
we sealed off the
as the ducts
AC.
come into the house. Most of the time, companies just say, "Well, the AC guy should have sealed it from the outside." But if you
Right on
look at
that.
your AC unit on the
now,
outside,
all around the
all
AC
the
is sealed
cracking is sealed off
and
of it. The metal outside is
of it.
bent, and you've seen where critters
Sealed
have a
and
pathway
insulated.
through it. So I
goal is to make it
insulate it
critter-proof.
along all edges.
and
Then I
insulated.
expanding foam seal it for
You
an
can
air
see the
seal.
middle of it,
So it's
too.
insulated and air sealed from the
See if you
inside.
can. Let me see.
That's a tough
That's the
spot
middle of it.
up the middle there, but it's insulated and foam sealed
Remove the
on the
right
inside.
side here too.
It just makes for a more efficient
No, it's
crawl
air
space.
sealed all around.
Some people think it's overkill, but any experienced crawl space tech would definitely do that
End up on top.
in their
That's
crawl
nice.
space. So of course I'm going to do it for our customers.
So, any plumbing coming in?
You also foam seal
Seal
off any protruding
Seal the
pipes.
AC line.
So that's
sealed
air
off.
sealed critter
top
proof.
part, and you're
And
sitting
again,
on
this is
sill
the
plate.
other side of the crawl space. Again, the sill plate is sealed up, air sealed.
Running right along.
It
there.
just makes for a good,
quality
efficient
job.
crawl space. So you get your money's worth.
And you get your
Again, the pipes
fixtures sealed,
sealed
up.
up there.
Nice.
So now it's a good, healthy crawl space.
Well,
There's
we
no warm
appreciate
air
you
coming into it
checking
and traveling
one more video
through the home.
from Sealed Solution.
She'll probably have to
You'll
dust,
see
probably
all
a
throughout
third
this
as
shots
much,
of,
a quarter as much as
mushrooms, bright yellow,
it used to dust.
goopy, big.
It's just
black
and the air quality as it hits you on the
Appreciate
first
you.
floor is far greater.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.